So Fox Sports sabotaged Shedeur and then tried to pin him against Cam Ward. Wow. And you know what? CBS and NBC, y'all got to get this work too. Let's go, man. This is hilarious.
Talk to you, Cam. With the first pick, Ryan Wilson, Mike Renner. That is Cam Ward. We are so excited to talk to some of these questions. I'm going to ask you these questions. I want to get your answer, all right? Between you and Shedeur, who's faster?
Me.
Better dressed?
He got it.
Okay, I appreciate the honesty. Who's funnier?
Me.
Who has better endurance?
Me, for sure.
Better ball security?
Me.
Better trash talker?
Everybody know the answer.
Deion Sanders, I don't get the feeling that teams love him. Not the way that they do Cam Ward. There's a sizable gap right now to where, I think you could easily say this year there is a consensus number one quarterback, which is rare. That doesn't often happen. Even last year, with all the Caleb Williams love, there are
all I hear is, oh, he can't do it at the NFL level. Oh, he can't do this at the NFL level. I totally do not concur with that conclusion.
Right? They're fighting for clicks, we're fighting for wins. There's a difference, right? There's a difference, right? This game ain't going to be played in Hollywood, it's going to be played on the grass, right? It's going to be played on the grass.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I wear my heart on my sleeve. Think it's best I put my...
First of all, I want to salute all military veterans out there. Thank you for your service, all branch of service that is. And I also want you guys to go to all my social media and go follow me also on IG at DJ_Blessone. Reach out to me if you need to hear me. Salute. So as you guys know, the NFL draft 2025 that is coming up, and there's been a lot of speculations and things leading up to the draft. And one of those things were who was the better quarterback and where will they be placed at as far as the draft. So paying attention to a couple of narratives that started about Shedeur, a string of narratives that is, when you looked at certain networks, it wasn't only ESPN, NBC, or the rest, but we only focused on ESPN. That was my fault, guys. But I want you guys to look here, as I have nothing but proof how Fox Sports deliberately tried to sabotage Shedeur Sanders in the worst way. You can look here on this chart alone how they're showing you people who are on the combine who are throwing and not throwing. But when was this the focus? When did this become the main topic about quarterbacks who are not throwing? Now, I get it. It sells news. It's salacious news stories as well, and it makes for good conversation. I understand that, but that never was unnecessary. Now, pay attention on this part right here, as far as they're literally going to tweet this on X to make it a conversation and stir up the controversy that led to this week. Actually, last week, the hardships that Shedeur had to face, that many people in the media are here to sabotage you with the agenda. I mean, this is low level, even by Fox Sports standard. You know what I mean? For Fox as a whole to even deliberately do this and make it an extra situation with the eye emojis is disturbing. So it went from trying to sabotage Shedeur to now trying to start a little feud between Cam Ward and no other than Colorado's football leading man, Deion Sanders. And while I'm showing these clips, remember, it's not just Fox Sports, ESPN. It's also CBS Sports, NBC. It seems all these conglomerate media corporations are working as one big infrastructure just to literally sabotage young men. And it's kind of hard to watch when you can clearly see what's going on and everybody else wants you to be fake.
To play a lot of coverage here against you. Look, I know you and Cam, you and Shedeur, are close and have a close relationship, and you go back and forth in good nature, and you work out together. So we talked to Shedeur earlier and asked him these questions. I'm going to ask you these questions. I want to get your answer, all right? Between you and Shedeur, who's faster?
Me.
Better dressed?
He got it.
Okay, I appreciate the honesty. Who's funnier?
Me.
Who has better endurance?
Me, for sure.
Better ball security?
Me.
Better trash talker?
Everybody know the answer to that.
And the last one is, who will be drafted higher?
I we're both gonna be drafted higher. But I think myself, even though he's a good quarterback, but we either gonna be 1A. We really 1A, 1B, 1B, 1A. So I think us two, we deserve to be drafted as high as we're gonna go.
But you're definitely funnier.
Yes, sir. For sure. You know.
Shedeur Sanders, I don't get the feeling that teams love him. Not the way that they do Cam Ward. There's a sizable gap right now to where I think you could easily say this year there is a consensus number one quarterback, which is rare. That doesn't often happen. Even last year, with all the Caleb Williams love, there were teams that like Jaden Daniels. There were teams that like Drake May. We have a true consensus number one quarterback this year, and it's Cam Ward from Miami.
Okay, if he is not taken in the top 4, I think it is going to be a long night. If we throw up, I think it's instructive to throw up the draft, okay? So the Titans, it would appear, are taking Cam Ward. Now, the Browns could take him, obviously. The Giants could take him. Patriots, no chance. Jags, no chance. Raiders just traded for Geno. The Jets, I don't want to say no chance, but it seems to me like they are a chance. I don't think they want to have. I think they are excited about the idea of a year where the quarterback is not the main character of the movie. For once with the Jets while Aaron Glenn. I can't, but Panthers, no chance. Saints, maybe, but probably not because they just once again readjusted Derek Carr's.
What's wild about this entire situation, it's the fact that Fox Sport has been involved with their own ongoing series of investigation, and it all started with a beautiful woman by the name of Joy. So we know this woman, Joy, was accused of many things by this other woman over here who made the shots heard around the world. And what was surprising was the names that were involved in these alleged allegations, such as Joy, Skip Bayless. They referenced Shannon, but he wasn't accused. I was so happy Joe Klatt, that is, he wasn't accused of any of this as well. But the fact that Fox Sports has been dealing with these accusations, serious ones, whether valid or not, and they don't respond to it, they don't talk about it. In fact, Joy's been missing in action, but they sit back and bring up Shedeur Sanders. Meanwhile, Skip Bayless' name, it goes unheard, and this gets swept under the rug. Hey YouTube family, brief commercial break. I want to let you guys know on March 14th, 2025, we will be celebrating and honoring the great Tony Tone, writer, producer, Dwayne Wiggins, the great Angie Stones, and Mrs. Roberta Flack, and just honor these legends on our channel. It's going to be at 6:45 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know when I'm going to upload this video. It might be the replay, but it doesn't matter if you missed the live. Click on it, support, please. Now, there seems to be a lot of hoopla for no reason, but when you're looking at the said so argument, you can see a lot of the facts that actually helps out Shedeur Sanders, and it shows you a lot of people are on this said so agenda. Now, listen to Michael Irvin and some of the guys such as Keyshawn Johnson who are NFL experts, and they give their 2 cents on this whole situation about Shedeur and his so-called failure status as a quarterback.
On when you're in Shedeur Sanders or the Cam Ward's categories, where whatever happens in Indy, they're going to use to only knock you down because you're already at the top. There is no going any higher. Yeah. So now I want to make all of these elements as conducive to me as I can. So yeah, bringing that thing back and saying I'm going to do it at Colorado is what he should do. But the added cherry I think you place on top of this pie is these guys have gone a whole different path here. I'm talking about Deion. I'm talking about Travis Hunter. I'm talking about Shedeur, Shiloh. This thing started in Jackson, right? And Colorado was the one that took a chance and said, come in, we'll give you guys this opportunity.
Now, I'm not going to lie. All this came fast at Shedeur, very fast. And I'm talking about frequently. But let's go back to what both gentlemen had to say about one another and this quarterback position. I'm talking about Cameron Ward and Shedeur Sanders.
It shifted well from playing in Wing T to travel to Pullman, Washington, all the way to Miami. I just think, me having, get to experience different climate changes, different atmosphere, travel across the country. It's going to end up, helping me in the long run, because at the end of the day, you never know where football going to take you. You never know what God has in store for you. So, I've just been blessed. That's
the plan. If that's not what you're trying to do, don't get me. If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the culture, don't get me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over. And I've done it over and over and over. So it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me.
Yet when you're trying to evaluate these gentlemen yourself, you have to hear from so-called draft analysts like this guy on NBC who's telling us everything we haven't ever heard about Shedeur in the last 4 years of playing quarterback.
That says, yeah, that's our guy. You're crazy. And I just put an article out last week before the combine, or during the combine, actually, and it was ranking the quarterbacks from the past 5 years. Deion Sanders was second to last. Kenny Pickett was the only quarterback with a lower grade than him coming into the NFL. So that is in line with what I've seen watching the tape over the last 2 years. It's what I hear talking to as many scouts and coaches and general managers as I do this time of year. A lot of people want to like Shedeur Sanders. I don't get the feeling that teams love him. Not the way that they do Cam Ward. There's a
performance that they saw.
So I think it's both. I do think that it's about football. He is 6'1". He put on some weight for the combine. He got up to 212 pounds. He played closer to 200 pounds. He doesn't have the biggest arm. He's not the greatest athlete. I know for folks who didn't watch Colorado play, he might be Deion Sanders' son, but he got his mom's feet, right? He's not a 4'3" athlete.
Now, a lot of guys say if you defend Shedeur Sanders, you're biased, or you're in favor of them no matter what, or you don't know football. But maybe I don't know football. Let's look at Shedeur Sanders' stats overall.
Straightforward to the point. Last 2 seasons, Jeff, completed about 72% of his passes, 300 yards a game, 8 yards per pass, and then 64 touchdowns, only 13 interceptions. The wins where they started hot 4-7 the first year, but last year, I think surprised everybody with a solid 9-4 year.
Look, both men have said they love to and would be thankful and grateful to be accepted by Tennessee Titans, but they're trying to make you see only one quarterback would, because when you look at Cam Ward, he also is letting NFL teams know, if you don't draft me, he is going to remember that these are fierce competitors. They shouldn't be pinned upon each other or one another. So I'm gonna play a song for you guys by Pimp C's Son, and you guys can think to yourselves what the real situation is towards Shedeur.
I see the jealousy and hate. I see the jealousy and hate. Fuck that shit, we gon' be straight. Hold up, bitch. I see the jealousy and hate, but I got shit up on my I see the jealousy and hate.
So with stats like that, you're trying to tell me that this guy is not an NFL quarterback. Forget about prototypical. You're telling me he's not even a first rounder, according to Hasselbeck, Macca. I don't even want to say the guy's name, but it's a lot of people out here. Todd McShay is the main one, and they're telling us these young guys such as Shedeur is not ready to be a durable quarterback or probable quarterback. So what is the issue? Let's listen more into Keyshawn Johnson and Michael Irvin perspective on this matter.
Because at the combine, USC, just so they could touch me, look at me, see me, and go, ooh, okay, here he is. This is because at the combine, you think about it, Shedeur won't be the first quarterback, notable quarterback, not to participate. You mentioned a little bit. Joe Burrow didn't do it. Andrew Luck, Matthew Stafford, Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, Drake May, they all just notable guys that decided not to throw at the combine, and they all went high to get super rich. Okay? So it's not going to do anything. You do it at Colorado, he'll be just fine. Yeah.
Now, I want you guys to go in the playlist and go check out my Denzel Washington video of him speaking to the Colorado football team, because it made perfect sense for a video like this. He talked about the mud. and you're going to get dirty in the mud. Times and situations are going to be sticky. What can you do to bounce out of that mud? What can you do to deal with adversity? Because that's what pretty much Shedeur has been dealing with throughout his entire career. But there's nothing more stronger and showing more vital strength to go through it at this NFL pro level, because we know it doesn't matter where you're drafted as. How can you perform on Sunday, game day, 1 p.m. when it's time to perform? Will you crumble, or will you be ready to deal with adversity? And I think it's well noted that Deion has been prepping his kids, and not just his kids, the Pop Warner level of other talented kids, the high school level of other kids, and also now, as we've seen from Jackson State University and Colorado University, he has also been prepping young men at the college level. So to see an NFL team all of a sudden are more reserved on picking and choosing Shedeur, then you have to ask yourself some of the lame excuses that are being used not to draft him, such as he doesn't have an arm, where we've seen many quarterbacks don't have an arm and still get drafted highly in the draft. Then they said he's not athletic. But you got his mentor, Tom Brady. He has never been known as this athletic quarterback, but boom, there you have it. Super Bowl worthy winning legend quarterback, Hall of Fame legend quarterback. So it's a lot that's going on with this. It's a strange but not shocking situation at all. We're used to this, is normal. And notice I didn't make any excuses, and I didn't bring up the race theory. I simply put actual facts and stats, and you guys in the comment sections can decide, because I rock with every single one of you guys. No matter if we disagree or we agree, you guys help make this platform. You guys are the reason why I am known as DJ Blessone, the best one. And from the bottom of my heart, I will always be grateful to the supporters. Without you guys, I don't know where we'll be or what we can do, but let me know on how I can become a better content creator. Please don't disrespect me, and I won't disrespect you. You can critique someone maturely. Just let me know, what do I need to do to get this channel from the rock bottom position that I allowed it to go in? Because when you're not consistent, then you can't complain about the YouTube rules, no matter if you're shadow banned or not. You have to look in the mirror. So it's almost the same aspects of things we look from our players. I look it from you guys, our supporters, and myself. Accountability is the best ability to have in life. Without it, we're merely vagabonds roaming from place to place and not knowing who we are and not finding ourselves. Never forget, this is bigger than football, and it's deeper than football. I'm your guy, DJ Blessone, the best one. Love your family, love your kids, and stay blessed. Love you guys. I'm truly grateful. Hey, YouTube family, love each and every single one of you guys. Please smash the like button, hit the notification bell, and share this video. Hit the like. Please come back again. Thank you.
I've been broke so many times, I don't know what to believe. Mama say it's my fault, I